grocery store today and I bought some tea. And this is called Celestial Seasonings Morning Thunder. And it is said to contain caffeine. Or it's not said to, it says it contains caffeine. So I'm going to make a cup because I'm a bit tired. I had an early morning today and I have another one tomorrow. So I'm going to go make a cup now. And I'll be right back when the water's finished boiling. Okay, so I'm back and I'm gonna mug full of hot water. So I'm gonna go ahead and make. Sorry, I had to move something. I'm gonna. Try to do this as quiet as possible, but it's not very easy. I'm gonna open this tea. Oh, it smells kind of nice. It smells like darker tea. So we're gonna go ahead and put this into the water now. One of my favorite things about tea is watching it change color. So you sometimes like to put the water before the tea. It just depends. If I want it to be a bit more on the if I want it to be a bit more strong or steep faster, I usually put the tea bag in first and then add the water. But not always, just depends. I do like a stronger tea though. So I prefer having tea that is not sweet. And I love tea that has a bit of like a flavor to it. Jasmine, fruit, doesn't matter, but I don't like it to be overly creamy. And I certainly don't really like super sweet of any sort when it comes to tea. I'm kind of weird that way because I love pop, or soda, some people call it. But I can't do like sweet in my tea. Coffee I can because coffee is really bitter on some coffees. But if you're from Canada, Tim Hortons coffee isn't really that bitter, so I usually just put like 1 sugar in it, maybe 1 milk. For like a large or extra large, I really like coffee. But some coffees I don't put any milk or sugar in, and others I put a lot in, so it just depends on how bitter it is. Because I really don't like that bitter aftertaste of tea. Sorry, I'm just letting the tea steep a bit. I think my favorite tea is one by the same company, Celestial Seasonings, and it's called Tension Tamer. And there's a dragon. There's a dragon on the cover with the princess, and I just kind of really like that picture. So this one has, I think, a buffalo on it or something. It looks really mad. But I just really like I don't know, different like themed teas. I really like David's tea. It's really good. I don't know if they have them in the States, but you have them in Canada and they're pretty nice. This tea's smelling really good. I'm gonna absolute favorite like flavor in a tea is lemon or like ginseng. Which ginseng isn't really that strong of a flavor, but sometimes in tea it's really good. I don't know exactly what kinds of tea have it, but sometimes it's really, really, really good. And I've also had some really bad teas, or not necessarily bad, just ones that I don't like. But one tea that I absolutely can't drink is really, really strong green tea. I don't know why. Like, I do like green tea. Green tea is really good, but if it's really strong, I don't like it. So I try to avoid that sort of teas. I apologize for anyone who doesn't really like drinking sounds or like sipping. I guess like a little bit of slurping, but it's only because it's really hot. And I read somewhere that when you drink tea, you should take air in with your tea because it does something to the flavor. I don't know. I wish I knew like technicals, but all I know is it's supposed to be really good for like tasting your tea. I know that's the same with wine, because with wine, you can actually get this thing where you put it in the top and it aerates, which is like it blends with air. Looks like a weird sort of spherical thing, almost like, the shape of a tulip. It's kind of like that. But yeah, I really I like to pretend I know what I'm talking about with tea. So let me tell you a little bit about my day while I enjoy some more of this delicious tea. So, I work at somewhere now down in Florida. I'm not going to say where. I might have actually already said where in my previous video, but if not, I'm just not going to mention it because I don't know. I mean, it's a very strict place where I'm working, so I don't know exactly. You can get fired for just about anything, so I'm really trying to distance myself from work when I'm not on the job. But I mean, my job isn't really anything that people would necessarily think of when I think of Florida. But, so yeah. So today I had like an orientation slash, just sort of like check-in with like paperwork. Tomorrow, I have so much training to do. I have to get up at 6 in the morning, and I'm definitely making some more of this tea because it's supposed to give you like energy, and I'm really hoping it works. And I'm gonna be going all over the place all day, throughout the city that I'm staying in. So yeah, there's that. I'm really not looking forward to the next few days in terms of hours and what's going on because I don't know the area I'm in yet that well. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. But I'm excited because this is amazing weather. And it's warm and it's beautiful. And it's going to give me a chance to not worry about school and focus on establishing this channel a little bit more. Because I've got 2 videos up right now, which is really good, but I could have more. Which reminds me, I mentioned earlier that I don't have my camera or the mic that was attached to the camera anymore, and I don't. But I'm actually looking right now for a new microphone, which will be much better for doing ASMR. better sound quality. I mean, the sound quality in my mic is pretty decent, but I kind of wish that it was more crisp, a little bit clearer, you know what I mean? But I'm working with what I have, and right now this is all I have. So, I've been looking at a mic, and I can't remember who makes it, but I remember it's called the Meteor. That's what they call it. They call it the something Meteor, and it's about $65. And it is kind of chrome, and it has these three little legs that make it look like an alien or something. And by the way, I apologize because our refrigerator turns on and off, so I actually didn't even notice it. But now I'm noticing how quiet it is now that it's off, which is really weird. Because it sounds like so quiet, but that's not a bad thing. Once again, you can't do anything about the noise around because this is like an apartment building sort of place. But yeah, so this mic is supposed to be really good. So I want to get that, and then I want to get sort of like I can't remember what they're called, like boom somethings, but something like that. And what it is like a black disc that you put in front of the microphone and you, so that air doesn't get into the microphone and kind of create a weird sound. Because I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but sometimes you can get sort of a weird like booming sound when you breathe or talk into the mic too loud or hard. And that's something that I really want to avoid. Especially with a mic that is really powerful, or at least as powerful as I can afford it. I'm not gonna lie, I really, really wish that I had the 3DO FreeSpace, but that is about $600, and at the moment I can't justify or really afford that. But let me tell you, it is like a dream I'm having, and one day I want to upgrade to the 3DO. Maybe when I've gotten some subscribers and established my channel a little bit more. But certainly I want a new mic for the next few videos. In the meantime, though, I'm going to be trying to post regular content. The past video was the beach one, and that one was really good, and I actually loved filming that. I thought that was so much better than my introduction because I did my introduction in about an hour and a half. That's a long trip to film, and it took about that long to upload. So I guess collectively about 3 hours production time, and the reason why it was so kind of quick was I'm very much the kind of person who gets driven in sort of like short periods, so I'll get really, really inspired to do something, and if it doesn't start, when I want to begin it, it's not going to happen because I just can't seem to find, the time to do it, I guess. But once I have something start, it just kind of goes. So the introduction was sort of like a kick in the pants, and now I'm pretty committed to this channel because it's something that I think is going to be really awesome to do. But I actually had a lot of problems with the previous video, the beach one, because at the time I got it edited and shot within about 2 days because the beach segment was one day, and the shell segment and sort of the end segment was the next day in a different hotel room, but same sort of area. But the long part was the or a cup